All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports for You. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yeah.
Big Freeze is on the way. Just finished doing the KC Sports Show. Shout out to brother KC.
Shout out to KC.
Shout out to Trail. Shout out to Cody who's on the building.
Shout out to Trail. Shout out to Cody. What up, y'all?
We here,
guys.
we're here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. It's halftime of the college football playoffs. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're live at Sports4U on YouTube. That's Sports for the letter U. Subscribe, like, share. Like us on Facebook and Sports4U Podcast. Follow us on X and Instagram at Sports4U Podcast. You can follow me at John Watson 0984 on X Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at Hi Mark 1 on X. And then follow Nick on X Instagram at 99 Gorilla. I was just stated it is the first game of the college football playoff. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are up 17-3 at halftime against the Indiana Hoosiers.
What conference are they in?
Who?
Indiana.
Big Ten.
They won that conference?
No, Oregon did.
Don't ever say Indiana no more.
You can't see this. I seen this dude on the 204 Metro bus. What the heck is, I ain't on no bus. What, 204? Hey, wait a minute. Ain't that the Vermont bus?
No.
I don't remember that. Anyway.
354.
Oh. Anyway, but yeah, we here. Well, yeah, we're gonna obviously the first game of the playoff. Obviously, we got more games tomorrow. Triple header tomorrow. 3 games tomorrow as we settle who's gonna be in the final, who's gonna complete the Elite Eight of college football and then we get to the college football playoff. Tomorrow we got Penn State versus SMU. We have Texas versus Clemson, and then in the nightcap, my Tennessee Volunteers take on the Ohio State Buckeyes in a game where I feel we're going to win.
It's a pretty hideous jersey, Joe.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. What up, Candace? And
Candace, what up with it?
And I feel like this game will get
a lot of points.
That, and I think it'll get Ryan Day fired. I think Ryan Day is coaching for his job. If they lose, if they go one and done in the playoff, I don't see why you bring it. I don't see, and then you losing to you're losing. And we got our guests here, and you're losing to Michigan without Jim Harbaugh. You don't deserve to have a job. But we got a special guest that's joining the show. He's going to join us for about a half hour. Obviously, you know, me and Trail got the Sports4U Wrestling Podcast, and this is one of our partners. He just started his sports podcast, Honest with Abe, the football talk. He's 1/4 of the holyshhh Wrestling Podcast. It's my brother representing from Michigan, representing Detroit, my boy Abe. Abe, what up?
What up, brother? You all right, man?
Let's see, man. It's my brother Mark right here. My man Abe from Detroit in the building. What up, brother?
What up, though, man?
Good to see you.
It's long overdue, man. Long overdue.
Long overdue. I know we gonna get. Obviously we know what we do on the wrestling side. We gonna get there, but obviously you hear us to talk some football.
All right.
I'm talking
My
right
background
now.
ain't.
Say what?
I got SmackDown playing on them in the back. I didn't know if it was interfering.
You know, he was good.
All right.
By the way, I just totally forgot the NFL draft this year is gonna be in Green Bay, so that'd be interesting. Watching the college football playoff right now. Notre Dame's up 17-3 on Indiana. Hey, you follow how much college football you follow, my brother?
Not a lot. Way more NFL, but cool. I'm aware. Yeah. I'm aware though.
All right, so cool. Because obviously I know what you repping.
Yeah, this was a down year for my team, so I was like, "Fuck all football."
You was are you a Michigan guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We just coming off a national title.
Yeah, true, that's true.
That's a down year.
Obviously, I get back with the recruiting. So let's talk a little about your squad, the Detroit Lions. My man Mark is a Bills fan, so it's unironic that y'all are doing this. Y'all meeting for the first time because y'all squad just met on Sunday.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
I guarantee Sean McDermott and Aaron Glenn want to burn the tape, the defensive tape probably. But let's talk about the Lions. Obviously, dollar story. I have you guys, full disclaimer. Before the season, we do our NFL picks. I have you guys in the Super Bowl. I have you guys in the Super Bowl. I think it's gonna be y'all versus the Chiefs going to New Orleans. Obviously, y'all been through so much. Where obviously through the Stafford years and the Megatron years, and then finally y'all decided, okay, let's part ways with Stafford, bring in Jared Goff. You hired Dan Campbell, and obviously we know how that started with the press conference. Did you ever imagine you would see this day as a lifelong Detroit Lions fan that my squad last year was one win away from the Super Bowl are now everybody's favorite to get out the NFC?
I think last year is when I started to realize that. About last year, I was like, okay, yeah, this is not the same because, like I said, I grew up off of this. You know what I mean? So I seen it all. Barry Sanders, Herman Moore, all of that, man. 0-16. So last year, I was like, oh, we on now. And I knew this would happen this year, but it's hard to stay on top. And you see it because of our injuries. You know what I mean?
Again, I'm going full disclaimer. I've been saying it maybe since week 3 or 4 that y'all the best team in football. Even with the outcome of Sunday's game, I still have y'all as the best team in football.
Says a lot.
When y'all traded Stafford, what was your first impressions of getting Jared Goff?
I thought it was a throwaway, I'll be quite honest. I was looking at who next. You know, they drafted Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. Like that's another stud waiting to come. That's a sleeper. If something happened to Goff, man, bruh. I ain't saying he like Daniels from Washington, but he athletic, man, and he got a rocket.
I would know. We should have been in the national championship had we not wet the bed against South Carolina.
Facts.
That was the game he ended up getting injured, which is the crazy part.
But as far as Jared Goff, yeah,
relax, dog. Mark gonna say some crap. You know you crazy. You don't know the Paul crazy shit's gonna pop up, babe. Here's this crazy one I asked you about the Lions. Obviously, we talked about with the injury. We talked about injuries. All these injuries. Well, it was from Aiden Hutchinson. Now it's David Montgomery, McNeil, Carlton Davis. I mean, y'all, it's just a mass unit of injuries y'all have had to go through this year. Shout out to Nessa in the building, Humble Roses podcast in the building. Mark, you stay eating. What's you don't know. Hey, yo. How do you think y'all been able to overcome all these injuries on the defensive side?
Coaching and a culture. You know, it's just something they built here. It's like we all believe in it. Everybody all in. You know, it's just when you build that, it's like the Patriots when they was on their dynasty, they built the organization, front office, everybody in line, everybody on the same page. No one man bigger than the other. Now you got that, you can win a lot of games, man.
Yep.
A lot of games.
What was your first impression of Dan Campbell?
I liked him because I was a Miami fan, so I kind of heard stories. So I was a little more knowledgeable than the average Detroiter, you know. So I peeped it out. Get your mind out the gutter.
Yeah, John, get your mind out the gutter, dog.
I'm sorry, Netflix. But obviously, because everyone brings up the press conference, somebody buying kneecaps off, and everyone thought he was just, you know, because he was like a meathead and this and that. But y'all boys really, y'all squad really played for this dude. Obviously, y'all had the down year the first year. Y'all get Aiden Hutchinson in the draft. And then the next year, y'all get the next year, y'all get did y'all get Hutchinson and Jahmyr Gibbs in the same draft?
Yep.
Okay, right. So 22, y'all got them two. Then the following year, you get Jameson Williams. Y'all missed the playoffs by that one game, and y'all basically tell Aaron Rodgers, F you, if we're not going, you're not going. That's when I saw the change with the Detroit Lions. Because obviously, y'all could have easily went to Lambeau, packed it in and said, you know what, we F it. We're just here. Let's get to Cancun. But y'all was like, we're not letting these MFers get to the playoffs either. And I thought that was the moment the culture changed. And I think that's when I think a lot of people started paying attention to Dan Campbell as a serious head coach. What you think, bro?
Yeah, and then it translated right into the next season. Game 1, opening night against the Chiefs, and smoked them. We didn't smoke them, but we won. So they just kept it going, man. Made it legitimate. It's been off to the races ever since, man. Sometimes it just feel like I'm in a damn dream. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
So Barry Sanders, Megatron, obviously. I'm asking. I know this is a rhetorical question because me and Mark feel the same way. When people come at you and they say Barry Sanders is not the number 1 running back, you say what?
I say you're right.
When they say that, when some people we got a homeboy who's a diehard Bears fan, he's gonna say Walter Payton is better than Barry Sanders.
Walter Payton was better than Barry Sanders.
Ooh.
I think so.
You think Walter Payton's the greatest running back of all time?
Yeah. No, I think he's the greatest of all time, but he was better than Barry. I take a lot like a lot of people. They like Barry got great highlights, but if you be shocked if you looked at his negative yard and where he ranks all time. That say something, man. I'm not just a homer. Y'all would be real shocked if y'all Googled that, man. So he lost a lot of yards, but he bust a few through. So really, when you look at his whole career, nigga, you broke even. You lost a bunch of yards and you had a bunch of home runs. So I can't put you ahead of the greats because these niggas moved forward as a running back. That's just me.
So now you got now obviously y'all division, man. Whew. Y'all got 3 teams that's gonna be in the playoffs.
Right.
Y'all, the Packers, the Vikings, and obviously the Bears when they're not going anywhere.
They coming though.
They are. Who's you feel like is y'all biggest threat in the NFC overall?
Philly. Hands down. Philly. That's the only threat. There is nothing else. It's just Philly.
I'm gonna go to the question.
Okay, what up with it?
So I was listening. So I don't know if you listen to Cam Newton's 4th and 1 pod. So he comes on First Take now on Fridays, and they played a clip from his pod where he said this, Mark, and I'll put it to the entire panel. He said there's no game-changing quarterbacks in the NFC. There's more. Obviously, when you talking to AFC, you talking Mahomes, you talking Lamar, you talking Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Herbert. He said CJ Stroud before Herbert. But you go to the NFC, you don't have. It's like you got to think about who's a game changer. When I think of game changer, I mean, I'm not just saying this because you're here. Matthew Stafford went to the Rams his first year and got them a Super Bowl. To me, that's a game changer. Yep. When Brady left New England and Tampa went straight to a Super Bowl, that's a game changer now. But we're talking about current quarterbacks. I think Jordan Love's a game changer. I still think he's still got a little more, still more to prove. But do y'all think there are no game-changing quarterbacks in the NFC? And I'll start with you, Mark.
You got to think about that.
That's a solid question. I'm not mad at that point. Jordan Love might be, as far as game changer, possibly. I don't even think he's the best, but game changer. It's tough, dog. He might not be wrong. Like, we have a lot of solid and good quarterbacks. Like, I like Jared Goff. I like I'm not even a fan of Sam Darnold.
Okay, see.
Jalen Hurts is cool. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. Baker Mayfield playing well right now. He might be right. He might be right. I'm not sure if I'm picking Jordan Love on the game as a game changer yet.
I will say though, NFC has a game changer coming, and hopefully he proved me right. But Penix in Atlanta starting this week, that might be the birth of a game changer in the NFC.
I can see that.
Let's go there. What was your reaction to that news? Obviously Atlanta still being in the hunt to try to win the South. But Kirk Cousins, obviously, you've seen him in the division many times as a Lions fan, seen him with the Vikings. And then he just goes on this streak where he throws only one touchdown and 8 interceptions. And looked at flat out garbage against the Raiders on Monday night. And then Raheem Morris makes the call and says, Michael Penix is going to be the starter week 1. Now they get the Giants on Sunday, so it's kind of a soft launch for him.
Yeah.
But what does this make for the future of Kirk Cousins? I'll start with you, Abe.
He gonna get a contract. He gonna be the starting quarterback for somebody somewhere next year. He earned that this year. He had a decent start. If you really look at the games, the ones they started falling apart, they DBs and they secondary was real hurt. They was rotating them in and out. So I think that's more so the reason than his play. He just kept having to play, catch up, and that ain't what he do. He a game manager like a Jared Goff. So everybody got to do their job, and he'll look great. But he had a bunch of motherfuckers not doing their job, and he not what we was just talking about, a game-changing quarterback. He needs everything going right to manage it well.
Yep. I'm glad you brought up the word game manager, because I remember Cam Newton. That's how this conversation started with Cam Newton some months ago. About the term, people feel like the term game manager is derogatory. Mark's had this conversation, and Mark has hated that take about it being called a game manager and make it seem like
it's a bad thing.
Like you're less of a quarterback. And I'm gonna let before I get Mark's take on that. What do you make of the term game manager? You just said it. You're a quarterback. You feel like your quarterback's a game manager, even though he puts up, he's efficient, he's helping y'all get dubs, but you feel like he's a game manager.
Well, I feel like game manager, some people, you want to be so advanced, you just forget to do your damn job. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be Moses and part the Red Sea. You know what I mean? Everybody got to play their role. But in a sport, as far as everybody on the team, if they do their job, then the team should win. So managing just means doing your damn job. What do you that's all you're supposed to have to do. You know what I mean? But if somebody else ain't and you need to make up for it, all right, is that his fault? You know what I mean? So I respect game managers and game changers. They both hard ass job, man.
For me, going back to Kirk Cousins question, I'm mad at that because he was on my parlay for the season and he did 300 more yards. But shout out to Michael Penix. Hopefully you have a good start off here. Now the game manager, I hate how it was perceived because like you said, a lot of people perceive it as a negative term. I believe the GOAT quarterback was a game manager.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with Tom Brady, he also can, when he needed to go win a game, he can go win a game. But for the most part, he was a game manager.
Yep.
So there's nothing wrong with being a game manager, especially like you said, if you do your part and then you have everybody else doing what they're supposed to do. As a game manager, you look really great. Look at, I'm gonna go back to Kurt Warner. I think Kurt Warner was a game manager, but when he was looking really great, he had everything around him going great. And you see when he went to the Giants, when everything wasn't so great, he just looked like an average guy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think but it's such a negative connotation on game manager. We need to change that. Like, you can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league and be a game manager. Patrick Mahomes last year was a game manager. Last year, and they still won a Super Bowl. Right?
Yep.
Speaking of
that
Mahomes,
boy, I can't put he ain't no manager.
Well, I'm only thinking about last year.
Okay, anytime he want to turn into Batman, all he gotta do is take that suit off.
Oh, he can. Man. I'm not knocking him for that.
He different.
My question is, so we talk about Mahomes. So he's going to play tomorrow. He's been practicing all week. Obviously, he's calling this shot. Obviously, this isn't Andy Reid saying you're giving them the permission to play. Guys like that, Mahomes, Braun, Brady, guys like that, Jordan, they call their own shot when it comes to if they're going to play, if they're good enough to go. If you were trying to coach Patrick Mahomes, and obviously I'm saying this to Mark with full disclaimer because I know how he personally feels about the backup quarterback. Hey, if you're Andy Reid, do you want Patrick Mahomes out there tomorrow against Houston?
I give all the power to Patrick. I let him make the decision. I think when you win Super Bowls, you earn a certain level of trust. You know what I mean? So I think if he say, "Coach, I'm good," Andy gonna be like, "I got you. All right, bet. Let's go." You know, so I think he gonna put that all on Patrick.
Yeah, I agree with that. He earned that right to say, "I'm good" or "I'm not."
Yep.
And if he say I'm good, then guess what? My quarterback good. He going in.
Right. Because if he ain't good, we horrible.
Mhm.
And that's real talk. You take Patrick away from that, that'll be the biggest fall in any team history, man.
So the game tomorrow, they playing the Texans in Kansas City. They're still trying to get the 1 seed.
As a Bills fan, I want him to not play though.
I bet. I'm telling you, I'm a Bills fan now. After last week, I'm a Bills fan. I'm rooting for y'all to get to the Super Bowl and us be across for y'all for a rematch. I'm begging for that.
It's a good
That's
question.
what I want. Fuck Patrick. Fuck the Chiefs. I don't care about that. I want Buffalo.
Hey, I'll be watching. And Brady's calling the game. I'm watching it. So our boy Vince,
with both of them teams healthy, what man?
Yeah.
Our boy Vince, this question. Hey, John and Martin, do you guys think it's crazy narratives that's going on with Caleb Williams? I feel like if you put Caleb in a good situation, fans are respecting him, in my opinion. I'll start with you, Mark, and then I'm gonna go to Abe on that.
Caleb is in a good situation.
I don't know what kind of how better the situation can get.
He has 3 good receivers, good running back. Offensive line not the best in the league, but it's good enough to do it. He's in a good situation right now. He's going through the rookie growing pains. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, but right now he's going through rookie growing pains. You have to learn how to play in the NFL, and quarterback the toughest position to play in football.
I agree. Abe?
Yeah, man, he couldn't have said it better than that, man. Took
So,
the words right out of my mouth.
And then let's think about the Saturday game. The next game, so it's 2 games tomorrow. So obviously we got Chiefs, Texans, and obviously that's also going to be the debut of Hollywood Brown as a Chief because he didn't obviously got injured during the preseason. But the game everyone is going to be keeping their eyes on is this AFC North showdown with the Ravens and the Steelers. Lamar Jackson is 1-4 versus the Steelers all time.
Damn, I didn't know that.
He is not. This is the crazy stat I learned. He's not rushed for a touchdown against the Steelers. There's been 3 things that have been, obviously Lamar Jackson is great, 2-time MVP. But when he plays against the Chiefs, the Steelers, he's not had his best games. And obviously we know about some of his shortcomings in the playoffs. If I had to ask you right now, Abe, you got to vote. Who's your MVP?
Oh, it's hands down. It's not even close. It's Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is the hands down MVP, unless what's his name? Running back Philly. Why I slipped
Saquon.
If Saquon break the record, hit Saquon. But other than that, Josh Allen.
I agree. Look, I'll say it for Mark, so Mark don't sound like a homer. It's Josh Allen. But everyone's saying now, would you go look at Lamar's numbers? Look at what he's doing. I don't care what the numbers say.
Only reason, my bad.
I got you. Let me handle this right now. When I look at what my eyes are telling me, I know Lamar Jackson's putting up better numbers with his MVP years, and the touchdowns are down because they got Derrick Henry. My eyes are telling me what Josh Allen is doing is special. And we got a little sensitive where it was Kenley Martin or Cam or Chris Candy. They get sensitive where we can't criticize Lamar. He's had some failures in the playoffs. I'd say this. Though you ain't been to the Super Bowl yet with Josh Allen, we never said it wasn't his fault. We never said, look, we criticize him because you're the QB, get them there, get them to the promised land. But at never one time was he the reason why y'all lost, especially to the Chiefs.
Actually, if you look at Josh Allen numbers in playoffs, they get better.
Yes. Go ahead, Abe.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man. But for some reason this year, it feel a little different, man. You know, he got a solid running game. He don't have to be the running back this year. This year, he feel like he transcending to me, man. So I feel like he really turning the corner right now. He like 1 or 2 wins away from being the MVP.
My brothers, what's going on?
The great Nick Freeze in the building. Nick is my man. Abe from Detroit, from Holy Shit Wrestling Podcast, and Honest with Abe Sports Pod in the building. That's the third of Sports for You. Our boy Nick Freeze. LA.
Yes, sir. How's it going, bro?
What up, though? Everything good, man?
Yes, sir.
Talking about Lamar Jackson. Talking about Lamar Jackson. I got faith in Lamar, man. I don't know, man. I don't see what everybody else be seeing. He that's a game changer.
He is
that
a game
motherfucker
changer.
And having Henry behind him, I'm telling you, that's a serious playoff threat. When it's just like, all right, it's just me and you. We need this yard. Them two niggas is getting it. They getting it one way or the other.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, Nick, what we're
I agree with that 100%.
We're talking about the MVP discussion right now. And like me and Abe all agree. Me and Abe agree, and I think you agree too. But you can obviously talk because you showed us Lamar's numbers. If your vote right now, Nick Freeze, you got an MVP vote, your vote goes to blank.
My vote would until maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would have said Lamar Jackson. I got Josh Allen, but it's not by too much. But I have Josh Allen ahead. Oh, and the craziest thing about Lamar is his 3 interceptions could have all been avoided. They were all drop passes from the receivers.
Go ahead. Now it's your time.
Oh no, y'all know where I stand with this, and me and Nick have had conversations about this. My only issue with this MVP thing is if you look at last year when Lamar won MVP, his number says he won MVP, but he won MVP because they had the best record in football. And so now, for everybody who's on this Lamar train, for now y'all to bring up numbers. When last year y'all wasn't worried about numbers. When is the goalpost gonna stop moving? But I told you what I think it is. I think it's a lot of Josh Allen.
I'm gonna say this, and this ain't no siding Lamar or Josh Allen. If the Bengals had any sort of a defense,
Joe Burrow would be MVP.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Joe Burrow is playing the best at the actual throwing the quarterback position that we're watching.
Yes. You got him leading yards and touchdowns, and you got Jamar Chase about to having the triple crown in receiving, but they don't. But they got the worst defense in football.
They don't.
Well,
second.
Oh God.
Possibly third.
Look, okay, Mark. Obviously, Mark, he's been very consistent with it though on the Bills' defense.
Okay.
All he wants to see is their defense be serviceable for the playoffs.
Have some balls.
Yeah.
God damn.
That is a fact. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. I was watching the game last week. When we wanted to turn it on, we turned it on. It wasn't a problem. I think they over.
But like Nick was saying during the game, y'all offense is crazy. So I'm not even mad at that. The week before, we didn't make the Rams punt at all.
Right.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
That is bad.
Yeah. I would feel like you said, like I was trying to Mark last week. Like the Lions, I've been saying it all year. Like their offense is too much. Like they can even they could be down by 14 going into the third quarter. But the offense is just catch on fire so fast because they got so many weapons and they're so versatile. The offensive line is good. Usually Goff doesn't make too many mistakes. I mean, shit, they won a fucking game where he threw 5 interceptions. So, shit, they figure out ways to win.
Yep.
The Lions are a very good fucking team.
Hey, Nick, Nick, what I've been saying all year, since week 3, they're the best team in football.
Yep.
We just can't stay healthy.
Could have fooled me.
All right, let's go look ahead to some of these. I want to talk about NBA with a before he gets out of here. I'm gonna just assume you're a Pistons fan, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not like declaring they doing something or nothing like that, but I just I love them in my heart. I love them.
All right, so I want to bring this up because we talked about Tuesday about the state of the NBA right now. The NBA is in trouble. Ratings are declining. The play on the court has just been awful. I'm gonna read y'all a stat. Last night when I got home from the game, I went to the Broncos Chargers game in SoFi. Man, I'm still ticked. LaMelo Ball had 34 points last night on 11 of 32 shooting.
Wait, who did that?
LaMelo Ball had 34 points last night on 11 to 32 shooting. But this ain't the worst part. 3 for 18 from 3.
Damn.
You know what that is? That's that shit. That's that shit that Gil was talking about on his podcast.
Not respecting the mid range, just jacking up threes.
What's that, John?
I should let you say it because you've been saying it for the last 10 years.
Steph Curry unintentionally fucked up basketball.
There is no excuse for a player as talented as LaMelo Ball is just out there just jacking up shots just for the sake of it. No, that is bad basketball, man.
That's the mama mentality.
Anthony Davis had a efficient game last night, but he had 21 points. I don't care what the stats say. He had 20 and 20 and 6 blocks. He was 7.
Who had that?
But he had 20 rebounds and 6 blocks. You can't be doing that, man. You can't be out here shooting up, just jacking up shots. You can't have a point per shot.
But I will say this about Melo though. I watched a lot of their games, man, beginning to end, and his team. It's like they don't want to shoot a lot of times, man. So a lot of times I be seeing him like, well, is anybody gonna do something? Because it's like he don't have a battery off switch, man. He just keep going, man, and he actually putting himself in positions for some good shots. He just not hitting them.
What you think about that, Nick?
Well, for one thing, he's a high volume shooter and scorer, anyways. But Brandon Miller I think Brandon Miller's hurt right now too. You're not having Brandon Miller because he's the other guy who takes the shots with him. That hurts a lot too. But the NBA in general is just, it's like what Gil said, man. The math ain't mapping up right.
It ain't. Man. I completely it's nothing I'm looking forward to, man.
Nope. No. It's sad. Obviously, we all grew up on the NBA. Obviously, you growing up you in Detroit, you've seen the Bad Boys growing up. You've seen the Chauncey and Rip and Rick Hamilton Pistons and everything. Obviously, y'all had and even post that era. Hey, sister. This ain't ball, man. And like we've been talking about the whole All-Star situation, and Nick brought up like obviously All-Star games to me. We had this conversation on the KC when I was just on my man KC show. How the whole and Nick said it on Tuesday. This whole All-Star game in all sports are broken because they keep trying to go back to reinvent the wheel. Like all this stuff now with the NBA All-Star game, where now you're gonna have 4 teams of 8 players. The Rising Stars team, Shaq with Candace Parker, Shaq gonna have a squad, Barkley gonna have a squad, Kenny have a squad. It's gonna be, and they gonna play a tournament, and the first one to 40 wins. I mean, and KD want to come out and say, "Well, I hate it. Just go back to East and West. Y'all was East and West last year, and y'all jacked up 600 points.
That is true.
Versus West. The problem is y'all don't compete.
I said this before. Just stop playing the game. Give them the weekend off, and acknowledge who's all-stars, who made the all-star, and then come back on Monday or Tuesday, whatever y'all come back. Stop playing like this. It's getting progressively worse. Everything, dunk contest, everything is getting bad. Like just stop. Scrap the whole weekend. Let it get it.
Yep. Yeah.
Let us miss it.
By the way, Notre Dame is now up 20-3 on Indiana.
Indiana quarterback is
Hey, but next time I'm gonna have to come back, man. We're gonna have to link up, man. We're going live in 5 minutes for our SmackDown post show.
All right. Hey, before you go, tell the people where they can follow you and what you got going on, brother. Appreciate you.
If you're a pro wrestling fan, you could check me and Meeks Mayhem, Chuck Jordan, Coach DTM, Ryan T the Icon. You can check us out, Holy Shit Podcast on all platforms. Same thing, Holy Shh with triple H's, not like the wrestler, but you know what I mean. Check us out there. And I got my own football podcast out now called Honest with Abe, breaking down everything, especially the Lions. It is kind of a homer show, but I talk about a little bit of everything. I love to have y'all on guests sometimes. So, but
you know we did. You already know we did.
Let us know. Hey, we got you.
For sure, man. But we got to link up, man. If it wasn't Friday night, I'd be on it. But
we got to get you on a Tuesday also to make some picks during the playoffs. We're gonna make some for the NFL picks. So we'll get you on a Tuesday. We're gonna talk.
Wrestling control my life right now. Damn it. Ain't no off season.
Shout out to Ron and Chuck in the comments. So
yeah.
Shout out to Ron and Chuck in the comments. See y'all, brothers. 313 is definitely in the house. All right, Abe, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Abe. All right, Ron. All right, Chuck.
For sure. We about to jump in here right now. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, brother. Appreciate it. All right. That was good stuff right there with Abe from Detroit. Holy Shit Podcast, Honest with Abe. Let's get back to this conversation about the NBA before Nick gets back, as Nick gets back here. What up, though? Ron? The NBA, like I said, the NBA, we talked about this, and I was having this conversation with Casey and Trail. We've been trying to figure it out. Who's next? And I'm still, even from our conversation Tuesday, I still don't have an answer. Who can be the guy that's going to, like you said, when Magic and Bird took over from Kareem and Russ and Wilt and Russell, you still had like guys that were still around. When Jordan took over from them, you still had like Barkleys and Ewings and Olajuwon. Shaq was just getting into the league. Blah blah. When Jordan retired, we had Shaq and Kobe. Shaq and Kobe were pretty much were the faces of the league. When was a definitive face of the league, and the Lakers were three-peating. You still had Duncan. You still had KG. You had AI, Vince Carter. By the way, congratulations, Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. Now minority owners of the Buffalo Bills. So
shout out to the relatives.
Josie Altidore. Shout out to them too. And then now even from Kobe and LeBron. Snowman, what up with you, brother? Good to see you. From Kobe to LeBron, we know you still had Harden and Steph and KD, and
you know who I think it should be, but I don't know if it's ever gonna make it to that point. It should be Wemby.
We was just talking, and that's what we was talking about at the end of the show with KC, and KC was in the comments here to say, would it be a black eye? I didn't want to push Wemby. We was like saying, like way they was trying to push Giannis. Would it be a black eye on the NBA if an international player is the face of the NBA?
Well, no, because now they're putting more money into the international portion of basketball. The NBA is, so it's only right that that's what's going to come from. See, when, like you said, when Magic was here, everything was homegrown. You know what I'm saying? Everything was in the States. You had a couple of people from different countries, and that was cool, but it wasn't like that. So that's everything there was homegrown. We had, like you said, Magic and Bird, to Jordan, to Shaq and Kobe, to LeBron, to now we don't have nobody. It's a bunch of just good players, great players. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we have them players in the league where in the middle of February when it's cold and it's freezing, if they go into Utah and say, yo, I want to go see Anthony Edwards play in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if we have that type of player in the league right now. I think that's what the problem is the superstar, the real superstar, not this new superstar that everybody's just claiming superstar. We don't know if we have that superstar in the league.
I don't either. Like I said, we were talking about the other day. I know they want to push Ant-Man and Giannis, but no, man. I don't know who. I really don't know who the next guy is. I don't. I really don't know who's going to be the next guy on trying to be the next face of the league because Bron carried this thing for a decade plus. And obviously, I think when him and Steph and KD are gone, the NBA's in trouble because we saw it with the in-season with the NBA Cup. You could have got in all 3 games for under $100.
That's not for something that y'all trying to market. That ticket price is way too cheap. And it's a reason why that ticket price is that cheap.
The marquee. There's nobody.
This nigga.
What was he throwing it? And ain't nothing against the Final Four teams for those who didn't watch the NBA Cup over the weekend in Vegas. In the East, it was Atlanta versus Milwaukee. So you had Giannis, Dame, Trae Young. And then in the second game, you had OKC and Houston. So you had SGA. It's pretty much probably the biggest name there. And a young and up-and-coming Rockets team who's probably their coach is probably the most famous guy on their team in Ime Udoka. Then you get to the championship game, and it's Milwaukee and OKC. It wasn't competitive. It was a rough watch at first because, like we was talking earlier, the whole jacking up threes and all that other stuff. And then in the second half, Milwaukee just took over and won the game. My thing was, y'all didn't have no LeBron, didn't have no Steph, didn't have no KD, you didn't have the Knicks, you didn't have the Celtics. You didn't have nothing marquee that's drawing the fans. Obviously, it was good seeing legends like Oscar Robertson and Ray Allen at courtside, and obviously you had the celebrity roles. You had Gorillas, Anthony Anderson, Michael Phelps was there, but there was a lot of empty seats in T-Mobile that night or that week, those 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out that you can get in for under pretty much under $100, that spoke freaking volumes.
Yep. The value of the ticket is down. Nobody wants to see it. It is what it is.
Let's start league, and we're watching this college football playoff right now. We got Notre Dame is up on Indiana. The winner of this game will actually face Mark's Georgia Bulldogs in the Sugar Bowl New Year's night. Obviously, y'all be favored that game, and y'all should win that game.
We'll see. I gotta see if Carson Beck might not play.
Look, I'm gonna be candid as hell. I think we all know that Carson Beck wasn't gonna be the be-all and end-all to y'all winning the championship. Granted, he has more experience because he's been a starter all year long, but we're still having faith. There's still a lot of people who still have faith that the Bulldogs will end up getting back in the playoff as Nick Freeze is now re-entered the chat. Let's see. Let me pop some camera. But yeah. So Nick must be in the area where they're holding. I hope they're holding them hostage. Nick, if you need
said you hope they holding them hostage.
I think they're holding them hostage. Anywhere, somewhere's holding Nick hostage. Tomorrow the games. Penn State, SMU. Like I said about this game, even if Notre Dame wins, which I think are going to, I wanted it to be competitive, and so far it has been.
What's been competitive?
I mean, as far as the score, I mean, to me,
this game ain't been competitive.
Yes, sir.
This game ain't been competitive at all.
You don't think it's been competitive?
No. Indiana quarterback is playing. I'm not gonna tell you what I just put in the group chat because we'll get canceled for that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You good, bro?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Now, Indiana quarterback is playing like shit. So,
tomorrow you got Penn State and SMU, and look, I don't want to see a whack game. I want to see SMU. Now you're in the ACC. Show that you belong.
SMU playing Penn State?
Yeah, they're at Happy Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you lose, just show you belong. I personally got you winning, be honest.
SMU?
Yes.
I do too.
I just got SMU getting the W.
I think I do too.
But I don't think. But they need to get the W. But they need to win. But I think they should win. And if you're not going to win, like I said, be competitive. But I don't trust Penn State. James Franklin, he sometimes likes to lose in big games. He loses right now. The score is 20-3. Is Nick back in the building?
My fault, y'all. Technical difficulties.
You good? Notre Dame up 20-3 right now. 2:40 left in the third quarter. Winner go on to face Georgia New Year's Day. I was saying, Nick, look, if we're gonna have these other, if we're gonna open up this playoff bracket for other schools like Indiana and SMU, I mean they might not win, but just look competitive. Right now, like Mark has been saying, that Indiana has to look competitive, and it's showing now. The score is 20-17. But
20-17.
it's 20. I mean 20-3. They're down 17.
Oh,
they're down 17. Ooh, that was an angry run.
Well, I told y'all that that Notre Dame was gonna beat the shit out of their ass, so this doesn't surprise me at all.
But tomorrow, we got Penn State versus SMU. I think SMU is gonna win that game, and because I don't trust Penn State. I don't. James Franklin.
Penn State's defense is good enough for them to win this game.
It is, but is James Franklin going to coach him enough to win this game?
Well, shit, is SMU good enough to compete with them?
We're gonna find out. That's one thing I'm just saying. Who's Stephon?
Because Notre Dame about to get mollywopped when they go to play against Georgia on New Year's Day.
We'll see.
No shit. Y'all gonna see.
But I think this game's gonna be. Yeah, so you do got baptized just now.
Huh? But no, Notre Dame's defense is very good. Like I was saying that throughout the entire year. Their defense is very, very good. And their best corner's not even playing.
And then the second game of the day.
And then when you play against a JV talented quarterback, then it looks even better, right?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Listen.
Then the second game tomorrow, it's Texas and Clemson. Now, just remember, Clemson won the ACC championship, so they automatically got into the tournament. But because they did not, when the rankings came out, they were outside the top 12. The highest they could be seeded was 12, and they're going to Austin tomorrow. I personally think Texas is going to win this game, and I don't think it might be close. Here, the question is:
Freeway.
How much do we see the Quinn Ewers,
right,
and do we see any of Arch Manning tomorrow?
The only way you see Arch Manning is if the Texas is up by 30 to 40 points. That should be the only reason why you see him at all. Besides when they cut him on the sideline, or when you go to the sideline to see Ewers drink some Gatorade. This is not the time for who's going to be in at quarterback type of shit. Like, no, Arch, just sit back, shut the fuck up, and wait your turn, player. You got at least 2 more years of eligibility left. You're perfectly fine.
There's talk that Quinn Ewers might come back and then be a transfer.
What you mean? So he'll return and then go to a different school?
Yes.
That's the only way. That's the only way he's gonna come back, because he's not coming back as their quarterback next year.
No, exactly. They're saying he might come back next year. He might forego going to the draft and come back and play one more year, and then he'll enter the draft in 2026.
Oh, what if he go to Oregon?
It's not out the realm possibility.
That's where Bear Alexander went. I think he's a pussy.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
And then in the last game,
nigga name shouldn't be Bear no more.
What, should be Cub?
No. It should be Possum.
Because he's playing. Oh man. So the last game is what?
You all right? You all right, dog?
I'm sorry, man. It was too easy. But the game I'm focused on tomorrow night, my Tennessee Vols versus Ohio State at the Horseshoe.
Oh, is that Ohio State?
Yeah, it's the 8-9 matchup. The irony.
Ooh. That nigga want to say the number. He didn't even say it.
The irony.
He didn't say nobody else's number.
Not a soul.
What? Y'all, what?
All right, John.
Hey, look, what Penn State 6-11?
No, John, don't worry about
No. It's too late for all that now, John.
5-12.
John, don't worry about
The
that.
irony is it's the 8-9 matchup because it's close.
Okay.
What's close?
He said this is close.
He did.
Yo, I did not say that. Yo, what's wrong with you?
Yo,
He said the irony of it because this is coast.
No, I can't stand y'all, man. I really can't stand y'all.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. People out here just making stuff up. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry, just saying coast, huh? Never.
No. John would be saying coast. John would be in the kitchen.
You know I can't stand you, right?
What? I'm going to the kitchen.
We are in the kitchen. Fool.
I know, nigga.
literally.
You're stupid, y'all stupid, man. y'all just saying anything these days. But now, I'm focused on Penn. Obviously, by the way, Marcus.
He said penitentiary.
He said he's focused on titties.
Oh, well, that's understandable.
I'm not mad at that. I thought he said that.
I seen a lot of them yesterday. But anyway, I'm focused on Tennessee. Hey, they were sitting in front of us. Me and Pops was chilling, man. But the game, I'm focused on Tennessee, Ohio State. Obviously, I think we're going to win. It's not going to be easy. But I said this is my hot take. Yo, this dude, something wrong with this dude.
No, you.
What?
No, something's wrong with you.
What I do?
Nah.
Yo,
Wait.
Right,
whatever. What? John, is that a Tennessee Vol jersey?
Yes. Alvin Kamara. Got to wear it today because I couldn't wear it at work, so I had to wear it today. So I think we win. Ryan Day getting fired. Whatever. That's it. But I think we win. I think Alvin Kamara. I think Ryan Day's getting fired.
Why would he get fired?
I think there's a loud drumbeat in Columbus of fans and boosters who are tired of his act. Now, right, and I know what everyone's saying. He's got 60 wins, obviously, but they haven't won a national championship, obviously, since Urban Meyer left, and they haven't won the Big Ten in the last 4 years.
Well, not like that, John. It's look, over the past 10 years, they've had opportunities, but I mean, shit, it was just one of those better teams was around. Their teams was never bad.
No.
And then they were winning the Big Ten, but then all of a sudden, Jim Harbaugh, he figured it out. He had to go through some bullshit, and then on his way out, he won 4 years in a row. It took him a long time to figure it out, but when he figured it out, he never went back, and he won a national. And I mean, you got to think about it like this, John. It's difficult to win throughout the Alabama tear, and even the last team that won. Look how stacked that team was.
Yeah, we was talking about it.
Michigan?
No, Ohio State when they won.
Ohio State
with Zeke and Michael Thomas, and obviously Cardale Jones replaced J.C. Barrett that year, quarterback because of injury. But then the last time they was in the Natty, who did they lose to?
Hey, he's saying all that like they didn't have Joey Bosa up over there, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Malik Hooker, all them damn corners they had up over there.
Well, I was talking about the offense. I know I didn't even want to mention the defense because Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, Nick Young, Chase Young,
Nick Young.
No, but they probably wish Ohio State basketball. I wish they had Nick Young.
Like, ain't that the school where dudes snitch on them with? Never mind.
Yo, I hate Mark, man. I told you.
I have nothing to say.
Ohio State, man. He didn't go to Ohio State. That's crazy.
Yep. I have nothing to say.
But
Indiana get they ass whooped. John talking about this game is It was close.
I told y'all.
I said competitive. I ain't say close.
John said this game is competitive. Ain't nothing competitive about this game.
Dog, I told y'all this. I was like one day when I was like, they're about to beat the shit out of them. They don't stand the shit. Notre Dame's too good for them.
Hey Nick. Only time this game was competitive was at the coin toss.
Who won the coin toss?
I think Notre Dame, they deferred.
Well, see, they never was competitive.
At least
they dominated from the coin toss.
At least Indiana had a chance to win that. With this quarterback they got, they didn't have a chance against Notre Dame. He came out and played like he wanted to go to Notre Dame.
Man, look. I'm telling y'all, I already knew it.
But I think we win. I probably wouldn't fire Ryan Day, but I would put past Ohio State. Obviously, but Ohio State fans got to remember Urban Meyer not walking back through that door. And if you fire Ryan Day, just be careful what you ask for. I say it all the time. Be careful what you ask for. When you want certain things starting to change. If you fire Ryan Day, you guys are going to be in big trouble. So I don't know
what. Okay, so randomly through my my cannabis infused mind, I just had a thought.
What's that?
What if they go after a certain NFL coach and have him go up over there?
Hold
on. A guy who's an offensive coordinator who may not want to coach in the NFL, but may want to be a head coach somewhere.
Eric Bieniemy?
No.
Talking about Ben Johnson?
Yep. What if Ben Johnson doesn't want to be a head coach in the NFL? He just go right over there. It's a hell of a coaching spot. It's a top tier coaching job in college. And once you finish over there, you're pretty much guaranteed an NFL team is going to call you to be your coach. So you can pretty much go up over there and do whatever you want. That's if you don't want to be an NFL coach.
Well, they already said Ben Johnson's going to be very selective with who he's hiring, with whoever he hires.
Well, shit. I mean, of course. I mean, he's in a predicament where what situation would I leaving from this will be better than this? Because wherever I'm going to, they're not going to be a good team.
Yo, Nessa, you got to relax. I swear I just popped back in and y'all still eating. Hey, Nessa, really? And then she's going to say,
wait, what the hell did you call me for?
Oh, I don't finish eating until I'm full.
Maybe I'm still hungry, Nessa. I have a big appetite.
Oh shit.
I have a big appetite.
Oh my, all right, I'm out of here. You know what? It's been real, y'all. I'm out of here. John on his own.
Oh, that's what we're doing right now? She started the shit, man. She started it. I ain't say nothing. But I was saying now the talk is that Mike Vrabel's who Ohio State wants. But I think he can be an NFL coach next year. My bad, Nick. I didn't mean for you to. I didn't mean to have you lead the show. I apologize, man.
What is wrong with this nigga?
He got a problem.
I don't have a problem.
John really be going crazy, and like everybody just try to ignore it, but want to blame us.
No, John.
John is going crazy. See what I mean? That's why I left. I ain't gonna be associated with it.
Listen, see y'all wild and get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, so really? Okay, Madrina. Okay.
Hey, wait, what this nigga say?
Madrina, that's godmother in Spanish.
Oh.
Bruh, nigga, I'm glad you specified what you said.
I thought you said something else. I'm not gonna say it on camera.
I'm not gonna say it either. I'm just glad that I knew that you said that instead.
But anyway, I was saying, Nick, the name that keeps coming up for Ohio State is Mike Vrabel. And I said this.
Hey, relax.
I don't think it's because obviously, he played at Ohio State. He was on Urban Meyer's coaching staff.
Relax.
But
he's not going there.
He's going to be a head coach in the NFL next year.
Yes, he will.
The Raiders.
Yep.
Someone said the Jets. I was like, hell no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Why the hell would he do that? Why would I go to that shit show? At least the Raiders shit show has some type of promise. You can see where the problems can be addressed. The Jets are terrible. There's nothing. As long as Aaron Rodgers is there, they have nothing going for them.
No, it's not just Aaron Rodgers. As long as Woody Johnson's there.
All right.
Oh, then they're fucked.
Hey, let's talk about that. Can we talk about that?
What, Woody Johnson?
No, yo, relax. Though that story about the Jets.
Woody Johnson is crazy because
what's wrong with Nick, man? You just gonna say ambassador? What up, Lay?
Lay.
Wait, somebody said Woody Johnson and then she appears?
Nick, you don't know how funny that sounds when you just said it though. You say his name, and he appears.
Say his name?
And he appears?
Well, she appears. In this case, she appears.
Wait. What case does he appear? Nah, I'm out of here.
Wait.
You really think they're getting rid of Suge Knight? Do it to get rid of Suge Knight Jr.? I can see it if Brady has say. If Brady has say, Vrabel's gonna be that coach. Hey, see what up? He said that he was all out of options.
Hey, Nick.
Nope. I don't even want to talk about it, dog. I know.
Yo, John a wild dude, man.
Why I gotta be a wild dude?
I don't know why you gotta be a wild dude.
But anyway, I think I was gonna say I think they're gonna who has a Woody Johnson?
Who has a what?
Like,
what?
See, Nessa? It's not me.
What?
Wait, what is happening? Why? We was doing good for the first hour.
There's something about the Latinos that watch our show.
Hey, what the hell was that?
That's a nice jersey. Oh, thank you. It's Tennessee.
It's not a nice jersey.
Yes, it is. Wait a minute. Well, of course, it was nice to her. She's a South Carolina fan. Because now, stupid Gamecocks.
What?
Yeah, y'all ladies are wilding tonight, man. I don't know what you and ladies are wild.
John, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing, John. Let me look over here.
They say we wilding. No, y'all wilding. We're just chilling on a Friday watching Notre Dame.
This nigga's wilding.
The Hoosiers. I guess Calvert Chain don't have no eligibility. I guess. Is Isaiah Thomas available? I heard the name Alan Henderson for the first time in like 20 years.
Where's Coach Knight at?
RP. Where's Mike Jarvis? I know Mike Woodson's the coach there now.
All right, go ahead, John.
But yeah, I don't think it's Vrabel. If they fire, if Ryan Day gets fired, I don't think it's Vrabel. Hey, I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer.
Nick,
what's wrong with her?
Yo,
just look at the. I'm not even going to answer that.
Just look.
I see.
Wow.
I have no response.
Nah, Lane, South Carolina not in the playoffs.
No, aren't you playing in the bowl? I mean, I thought you know bowl game y'all squad. Am I playing in the Popcorn Bowl? No, that's Miami and Iowa State.
The Cox playing Popcorn Bowl is crazy. Ain't that what chicks do at the movie theater?
Put your popcorn.
They play with Cox at the Popcorn Bowl.
Oh no.
That's wild. Insane.
The oldest trick in the book.
Got them stuttering. She said she got them stuttering. She was talking about you and Nick. She ain't talking about me. I ain't saying nothing.
No, I'm chilling right now. I'm on my bed.
Chilling like a man. That's how I'm living. In the words of David Blake. All right, man.
All right.
I've avoided the obvious long enough.
Oh,
man.
let me do this, John.
Please. I'm gonna let y'all two go first.
Hey, Nick.
I'm gonna let y'all two go first.
Yo,
Hey, Nick, me and you gonna have a conversation right now. We're gonna leave John out of this conversation.
Go ahead.
what is it about?
Last night, we on a Thursday night game. We had the Broncos and Chargers.
Yeah.
If you go into our Instagram group chat,
Mm-hmm.
you'd have thought the Chargers was down 75-0.
No.
And then at the end of the game, you would have thought that the Broncos wasn't playing one of the best defenses in the league. This is crazy.
Yes. And see, that's the thing. Both teams have are like top 10, top 5 defenses type of
Yep.
teams.
Yeah.
So it's just, which defense is going to kick in at what time. The Broncos defense kicked in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And, Herbert being the better quarterback in the situation, once he found his rhythm and figured out what was going on, it was the Chargers' turn against y'all defense. And the only difference was that the Chargers defense allowed 6 points after all that happened.
6 points in the first 3 possessions.
Jesus Christ. The Chargers defense is very good. Very, 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 very good. And
what up?
Lay said shout out to Dick for making history, by the way.
What the heck did you just say?
What? Dick makes history every day.
Just go take the
We're the creator of history. All right, go ahead.
When you make it squirt,
that's what it's called, his story.
I freaking hate Mark, dude.
It's historically squirting. You're right. I can't believe the Broncos lost that last game. I had the game in the bag but fumbled at the end. This was a needed win for the Chargers. Keep their player hopes alive.
Yeah, the Chargers wanted that win more than needed that win more than the Broncos did, and they played like they did. But it's also the Broncos as being inexperienced in those type of situations. Bo Nixon is still a rookie at the end of the day.
Here, Kitty.
Who's Kitty Purdy?
John, what you just said?
Is that a scared kitty?
Oh, dog.
Don't have Sam around.
Hey, Nick, man.
2 scared kitties.
No, he's scared of Kitty.
Scared of the kitty. Big difference. All right.
Never.
I've had a whole 24 hours to get this out of my system. And I'm still pissed.
Don't we all?
Hey, yo!
Take some nothing.
No, I'm good. So
Get some BC powder.
we score on our first 3 drives. We're up 21-10.
BC's a big call.
This dude is insane. I hate Mark, dude. Fucking hate Mark. What's wrong with Mark, man? What's wrong with this dude, man?
All right, go ahead, John.
I was very. Look, I had 24 hours to try to get this anger out of my system. Right. Yo, May, relax.
If you'd have went to Fig, you would have got that off in like 5 minutes.
Yo, stupid, man.
All right,
Oh, shit.
We were up 21-10. 5 minutes.
Damn, that was a good laugh.
Talking last night in the group chat, I was talking a lot of anger and a lot of Pepsi.
A lot of Pepsi. Nigga, never mind. Go ahead.
But I had the time to try to gather my thoughts now to say what I was really trying to say last night in the group chat. I wasn't against Sean Payton being aggressive.
Shit.
We got too telegraphed. So with 5 minutes left in the first half, we do like I want to say it was basically a design run for Bo Nix for 15 yards. After that, pass, incomplete, pass, and then we punt. They move the chains, but thankfully I forget the name. This quarterback, he's wearing number 31 now. Chris, I forget his hyphenated name, but he got the interception. And then final drive, we have three negative. We pretty much have negative play. Negative 3 yards on the pass to Devontae Williams. Incomplete. Only 1 yard. And then we punt, and that's when the floodgates open. The fifth interference call.
Yep.
With 0 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that means they can get a free field goal.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much
practice. That was low-key some whole shit. I ain't finna lie to you.
And that was low-key practice for Cameron Dicker. And then we get the ball.
Practicing for Dicker. Practicing the Dicker is crazy.
Oh, I know this did not just say that. Did this dude say practicing? That's insane. Who the hell's practicing? Anyway, first drive, we on the field, but we had to settle for a field goal. And then after that, nothing. The Chargers made the adjustments they needed, and they came back and won. Even on the time when we pinned them back deep in their territory, still nothing. This game,
when you pin your legs back to her head,
yeah, I bet that's a good feeling.
Mac and cheese.
That's game, and then speaking of game, that will do it. Touchdown on they always say short. All right, but
that's crazy.
Anyway, we lose 34-27 because we got a field goal in garbage time. What up, Hype?
What the fuck was Courtland Sutton?
Ask our quarterback. Remember, ask our head coach.
John, I ain't gonna lie to you, John. If I ever run to Courtland Sutton in real life, I'm liable to punch that nigga in the face.
I don't blame you.
That nigga was on 2 cards I had that didn't work because of him.
It's not his fault.
It's on the quarterback and the head coach. He can't.
I don't give a damn. Whatever nigga in the Bronco jersey getting punched on.
But this made no sense how we basically let them back in the game. Dumb penalties. You have the horse collar tackle on Jonathan Cooper. Back-to-back offsides, Nick. You got the unnecessary roughness because the linebacker dove into Justin Fields when he gave us pretty much the Trevor Lawrence play happened, but we didn't. But it wasn't like as dirty as he still had already gave himself up. But shot ourselves in the foot. Offense didn't go anywhere. Vance Joseph pretty much got outcoached by Jim Harbaugh.
No. Y'all got outcoached. The entire coaching staff got outcoached, John. I was about to say that. If you didn't say it in your rant, I was going to say it. They got outcoached.
I was going there specifically on matchups. Jesse Minter ran circles around Sean Payton. His defense ran circles around Sean Payton in the second half. For those who know who Jesse Minter is, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers, who was Harbaugh's defensive coordinator at Michigan. He came with him to the NFL.
Coming with him is crazy.
Yo, you're insane. And
that's fucking filthy.
Dog, Bo Nix should not be throwing the ball 40 times.
No, y'all have a running back that's more than capable of. Even if he was going to throw the ball that many times, like they should be passes. A lot of those passes should be going to him, but he's not Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley, so you shouldn't be like there should be some type of balance. You have a rookie quarterback, you need to have some type of balance,
and that's how we lost. And
for sure.
I didn't want to make it seem like I was saying milk the clock, run the ball all 5 minutes. So I was saying keep running the ball, but let's get into our 2, and then take the shot here and there, and let's get into our 2-minute offense because we had all our timeouts left. And we didn't even force the Chargers to use any of their timeouts until that last drive. The niggas froze. So it's insane what happened being in SoFi watching my Broncos pretty much lose. Now we got to win next Saturday against the Bengals, who are also trying to get in the playoffs. And look, so there's not really not many major games this weekend. All right, Nick's back. So now, like I was saying, Nick, now that game, we cannot look. We win, we control our own fate. We win, we're in.
Yes.
Did I stay the entire game? No, I left after the final touchdown. After the Chargers scored their final touchdown, I was like, I knew this was academic. I left like right at the 2-minute warning, so it was no purpose staying for the whole game. Yeah, I was one of them because there was no. I left early because one, what was the purpose of staying for the final 2 minutes? I knew it was already academic. The game was already academic, so I had to do the walk of shame. I did the walk of shame 2 minutes early, 2 minutes before the final buzzer.
Oh, that should be called the walk of shame. It's hilarious.
It really is.
Don't feel bad. A couple weeks ago, I had to take that losing walk too.
That is just
I've taken that losing walk every single time I've been to a Raiders game. I've been Raiders versus Chargers. I've been to 2 of them, and both times I had to do that.
Well, you weren't here, and
You
weren't here. That's what I'm just saying. You weren't here. But anyway. But yeah.
Can you take 2 at a time?
But the game is simply this: we can't. We gotta win. We gotta beat the Bengals next week. We gotta beat the Bengals next week, and because they're playing for their playoff lives. As Riley Leonard just scored a 1-yard touchdown, and it is now 26-3 Notre Dame as they will face Mark's Georgia Bulldogs New Year's night in New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl.
Hey, Nick.
Nick froze. No pun intended.
Oh, well.
Yo, Bella.
Nope.
Nick.
Yo.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Did you hear about a 14-year-old got jumped multiple times and stabbed at Verdugo?
Nah.
He was one of the only black students there. Anyway, I'll send it to you right now.
That's crazy. Yeah, send me that shit. I ain't heard about that one.
Yeah, that was not the best. That was not a good. That was not a good night for the Broncos. We now, like I said, win next week. Just win next week, and let's.
Y'all play Cincinnati, right?
We're in Cincinnati. We got to win. Look, unless the Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Colts all lose tomorrow, which will put us in the playoffs, we need to win next week. We need to win our final 2 games. We need either the Bengals or the Chiefs.
Who the Dolphins play?
The Dolphins they play the 49ers.
Okay.
There's a possibility that they can lose.
Y'all play the Bengals, and then you said the Colts. Who the Colts play?
They play the Titans.
Oh.
Well, so much for that.
And the Bengals play the Browns.
I thought y'all played the Bengals.
No, we play the Bengals next Saturday. The Bengals play the Browns on Sunday.
Oh, I bet Bengals on Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
Niners and Titans. Yeah, that's right. If the Dolphins and the Colts lose, the Chargers are in the playoffs. We need all 3.
Damn.
But I hated that loss because one, it also puts us on the same side of the bracket as this guy's team. I don't want to face those dudes. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to face these dudes in the playoffs. But it is what it is. We lost, and now Sean Payton.
Nigga, sorry.
This is why that loss to the Rams was so bad for us.
It's good. We gotta get going. Hey, Bella, chill. You're an Eagles fan. Don't co-sign that crap.
Hey, Nick, this is why that loss to the Rams was so bad.
Why?
We still trying to catch Kansas City.
Oh yeah. And I don't see Kansas City lose. Who Kansas City play next? They play the Texans. Mahomes gonna play. Well, I think they can still beat them. Because for some apparent reason, these niggas is playing Patrick Mahomes. I wouldn't have played him.
Oh, hell no. We ain't doing that crap. Hey, we don't do that crap on Sports4U. Let her
What?
The Chargers are now Bella's AFC team. No, we ain't. Hey, y'all be killing me with this multi-team stuff, man.
Both the fuck up. Is that a roll?
I'm the wrong person to ask that.
That's that's an effective scissoring.
That's an effective scissor?
That's a defective
scissoring.
Oh,
that's
when the bushes rub against each other, it makes a spark.
Bella said, "Both the fuck up, John."
I want to. Hey, yo, Bella. Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, John, just go ahead.
We don't let Lady and Bella have their whatever.
That's hate. Hey, John. Everybody needs to know about that. That's hate.
Yo,
that's hate.
Did Lady just say to Bella?
Only bald eagle here.
So she
got. Well, Bella likes the Eagles.
Bella like the Eagles.
So basically, you gotta be waxed to mess with Lady.
Wait.
What? Mark, what the fuck is going on, dog?
I don't know which one's worse, John commentary on this or what's actually happening.
I don't know, dog. This is getting out of hand.
Sam, try being in. Oh, well, that's the quarterback's wife right there.
He said, Sam, try being in.
Sam, try being. No, I did not say that.
Wait,
try being at SoFi. That was not fun to me. Although some of the Charger fans.
Nick,
yo,
Nick, why'd you do that?
This is wrong, man.
My fault, dog.
Yo, just last minute, y'all been going crazy.
I'm saying, let me get the calling out names before we get canceled. All right, final segment of the show. It's time for calling out names. All right, I only got one person for calling out names, and that's the great John Ireland from 17 ESPN, voice of the Lakers. And it has nothing to do with the Lakers. This is crazy because it actually has something to do with the Raiders, Nick Freeze. So, I think I forgot where this conversation how this conversation got here. But John Ireland made the comment that Randy Moss, when he got to the Patriots, became a Hall of Famer when he got traded to the Patriots.
Whoa. Wait. We're not about to do that. Randy Moss was a Hall of Famer. His Hall of Fame jacket was given to him when he had a game where he had 3 touchdowns for 140 yards and three catches. 3 catches, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns. That was his Hall of Fame induction right there.
See what?
You want to see Bella Snow? She want to see Bella Snow.
All right, y'all walk into some shit y'all don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that conversation. But I'm trying to remember, and people were sending me comments, like my boy Joe V sent me a comment saying he was right because you look at he needed those years with the.
No, he didn't.
Maybe I'm tripping because I swear Randy Moss got traded when he got traded to y'all. He was already a Hall of Famer to me.
He was already a Hall of Famer.
Come on,
he was already a Hall of Famer.
He needed Tom Brady to get in the Hall of Fame. Let's
no.
Phil.
No.
Randy Moss was the first ballot, regardless of that. And again, prayers for Randy Moss. Hope he's recovering well. Moss that cancer. But nah, what the heck are we talking about? Randy Moss.
Dog. He said that when he got over there, he became a Hall of Famer. That is crazy.
Basically,
you know what's even crazier about that, John?
What's that?
So, do you know how old Randy Moss was when he got to New England?
It was 07, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming he was like 30 or 31.
He was 30 years old, John. Now, this is where the thing is significant about this. So he went to the Pro Bowl that year, right?
Yeah. He was in the MVP voting
John,
that year, too.
John, the nigga never went to the Pro Bowl again after that year.
After the undefeated season year, right?
He never went to the Pro Bowl again. Now, with that being said, how is it that a person who went to a team and was a one-time Pro Bowler, that is what made them go to the Hall of Fame? Not the fact that he led the league in touchdowns his rookie year with 17. Not that he had 1,300 yards on 69 receptions that year. You know, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, did I mention that by the time he got to New England, he was already a 5-time Pro Bowler?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. New England is the reason why Randy Moss is in the Hall of Fame, sure. And for the people who said that Randy Moss wasn't he wasted his time in with the Raiders, he would have wasted his time his second year. His first year there, he had 60 catches for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns, which is more than what he had the year before, was 767 and 13 touchdowns, though. But hey, Randy Moss is being lazy and still got 1,000 yards with 60 catches on a team he didn't want to be on. We're not doing that.
I got one more. That's Darvin Ham. Now let me be clear.
Wait, this is about to be funny. Go ahead, John.
Let me be clear. So Darvin Ham, all right, so first of all, the Bucks win the NBA Cup. So Darvin Ham tells Doc Rivers they shouldn't pop champagne like the Lakers did, blah, blah, blah. So they didn't pop no champagne, they didn't drink no beers. It was just all sat there on ice after the game. Darvin Ham does an interview where he basically talks about his time with the Lakers. He's like, everyone talks about us getting swept by Denver, but no one talks about how we beat Memphis, how we beat Golden State. I took you to the Western Conference Finals. I took you to the playoffs. In 2 years,
He did.
I got an extension. But with the Lakers, that means I'm getting fired. Let me say this to Darvin. You didn't get fired because of your playoff record. Because clearly you had a good record because you was coaching arguably one of the greatest players of all time and a top 10 player currently in the league when his mind is right. When his mind was right that second year. But do not tell me, no, Darvin, you can't be out here just complaining. You got fired simply because clearly
LeBron didn't want you.
And Anthony Davis didn't want you. And Anthony Davis, after that game when Jamal Murray hit the buzzer beater on him, said, we're in the huddle not knowing, and we don't know what we're doing. Shout out to my man Robert Wilkins in the chat. He said one of my favorite NFL highlights of all time was when Randy Moss raised the hand to tell Brady he was open against Revis half a second after the ball was snapped.
Mm-hmm.
But Randy Moss needed Brady to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, F out of here.
John, I'm gonna be honest with you. What he said wasn't wrong, because if he was on a different team, he would probably still have his job. But you're not wrong either. Both sides are right, because
both things can be true.
Yeah,
both things are very true.
I was telling the truth. I didn't have no problem with that. I'm like, you knew the job you took.
Yep.
You knew the job you took.
Yep.
And at that time, when it wasn't a real attractive coaching cycle that offseason, people were saying, because obviously Budenholzer didn't take the job, was still in Milwaukee, or I'm trying to remember, he get fired because after his brother passed. But I'm trying to remember. But anyway, everyone was hyped about the Darvin signing. We didn't even realize he pretty much didn't know how to adjust. Nessa said, "Oh my God, I'm watching on YouTube for now on. Y'all are wild in these comments. I love it. You always watch on YouTube. Subscribe at Sports4U Podcast. Watch everything on Sports4U on YouTube.
You said put in work in it?
Yeah, relax.
My bad.
All right,
Mm-mm.
that's my calling out names. Mark,
Don't anybody want to call that name? Kenzie.
oh. You know what? I was trying to help y'all out yesterday while I was at the game because y'all was trying to explain how to. It was like talking. So explain. Go ahead, Mark. Tell me why Kenzie's don't call no names.
Kenzie's no longer a Charger fan. The Charger kicked him out their fan base.
All right, Bella, be careful.
What you know that?
That's hate.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, and then he was killing the Chargers. But then when they started winning and won a game, you don't hear none of the positive stuff coming from Kenzie.
I mean, it is the Chargers. Never mind.
Huh?
It is the Chargers, but what do I know?
But at the end of the day, it was
Ain't too much positive over there.
It was some positivity that happened yesterday.
Oh yes, it was.
Thanks to Sean Payton and Vance Joseph and our entire coaching staff and our players.
Yeah, they also
bonehead penalties, dude.
But I don't think I have anybody for calling no names.
Nah, Kenzie ain't free to criticize this team.
No, he's not. No, you don't hear what you don't know what he be saying.
Yeah,
he be saying some outrageous stuff.
Y'all don't know. No, Lay, you don't know.
We've been through a lot. Y'all don't know. Ain't nobody been through more than Buffalo.
Come on now. Y'all are the.
We haven't won a playoff game since we went to the Super Bowl.
Same here,
John.
Wait.
At least the iPhone was around when it happened.
The last time we won the Broncos in the playoffs was when we won the Super Bowl.
Oh, wait. Hold on. What'd you say, Mark?
And Nick, y'all won a Super Bowl?
No, my bad.
Not in my lifetime, but I seen my team go to one.
Hey, y'all won a Super Bowl?
Well, technically, you're right. I can buy one of those Super Bowl jackets if I want to.
Oh yeah, I can too. I just have to get made up patches on mine.
You get a Georgia one.
Said shit. I got caught up. Wait, you got caught up with what, Nessa? Huh?
John, you're not reading the conversation.
Anyway.
Male, yesterday he was saying, and Sunday he was saying the Chargers have the worst defense in football.
Man, that's insane.
Yeah, with the Raiders around.
I'm with a person criticizing their team when it needs to be. I don't mind that at all.
Agree.
But it has to be some kind of truth to it.
The Chargers have the best defense in the league.
Not only do the Chargers have
by numbers wise,
the defense in the league, they have one of the best defenses in the league.
By the way, I forgot Bud Dupree was even still in the league until yesterday.
Exactly.
No shit, they got an all-time.
Yep. Bud Dupree was the one person. We got both Knicks got sacked twice. One by Joey Bosa, the other one was by Bud Dupree. I was like, I didn't even know the dude was still in the league. I thought he was still in Tennessee. And I was like, God, I thought he was still with the Titans, but that defense was better, man. I don't know what the heck Kenzie's talking about. Nick, you got anybody who call out names?
Yes, actually I do. John, for the people who don't know, who was the Jets general manager who just got fired?
Mr. Joseph Douglas.
Joseph Douglas, right?
Yeah,
for all y'all that don't know, good old Joe Douglas.
Joe D.
So I saw something, and I'm only saying this because it sounds so dumb that it has to be true because the Jets are involved.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw an article where it said that Joe Douglas turned down a trade that the Broncos was willing to offer that involved Jerry Jeudy, and it was turned down because of a Madden rating.
So the story is this. So the Athletic did has done this deep dive on the Jets, and Ambassador Johnson. I'm not calling that dude by his first name.
Did you say Dick Dog?
Ambassador. By the way, speaking of ambassador, shout out to your man Herschel Walker. He became the ambassador of
Nigga,
Nigga, don't ever say that again.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, people were just sad it wasn't Michael Thompson. I'm just saying. Anyway, they do this deep dive on the Jets, and the story was that Ambassador Johnson denied a trade that would have got them Jerry Jeudy for I think for Alan Lazard in a 3rd round pick because of it. He had a low man rating. Yo, relax. I did not say that, Nick. You got to relax. Then you hear stuff that his teenage kids are involved in meetings.
Why you 75 and got a 15-year-old kid?
That's wrong, dude.
What you say?
Aaron Rodgers. It was messy. It was messy. No, Nessa, I did not say that. Stop laughing. But yeah, let's be clear. The Jets stink. I can't believe we've spent 2 Fridays talking about the Jets for all the wrong reasons.
Also, Devontae Adams gonna call out names.
Who?
Devontae Adams.
Go ahead. Yo,
the grass ain't always greener, you fucking host. Next.
What happened?
What's wrong with you?
Me? I didn't did nothing.
That was you just right. No, I can read. Oh, these man. Y'all some nasty niggas, man.
Sam said I always stay criticizing my team when it's warranted. Sam, we not saying you can't criticize your team, but when you say the Chargers got the worst defense in football,
man, that's crazy.
That's flat out
when
crazy.
They have numbers wise no lower than the 3rd best defense.
Right.
Nick, they said don't forget your calling out name.
Nick, she said don't forget your calling out name, and she put
Oh,
McDonald's.
that's not a McDonald's. Oh, it's my I told her my old Somali lady is gonna call my name because she used to look at me crazy when I used to order like my dozen Somalis.
Bella said she got a good D.
That's insane.
All right, on that note.
What happened to your tamale lady, dog?
Yeah, what happened to her?
Tamale.
No, it was a very how can I say this?
Is it the next door neighbor that used to live at the old house?
Oh hell no. Lord have mercy. No, I wish. No. Wait, did I say?
No, you can't do that.
Okay. Nah, it was this lady I used to get tamales from way back, and like I would order like around holiday times. You order like about like a dozen of them or whatever, and every time I used to order them, she used to give me this little look like, "Wow, I ordered so many." And there was this meme going around. Oh, I was gonna say it. It was it was something that has to do with I think it said if you turn in illegal immigrants for $1,000 or something like that. And it had Dog the Bounty Hunter up on there.
Nah.
And I was like, I will do that with my Somali lady. She keep looking at me crazy every time I order my dozen Somalis.
That's insane, bro.
Oh, I've said worship by black people, but I can't say that either.
Right.
I've said way worse.
I can't.
Fuck that Umar.
All right, and that's
Dr. Umar, like,
yeah,
Dr. Umar, not a real doctor.
not.
Where that school at?
I guarantee he loves white women.
Huh?
I guarantee he loves white
Where
women.
that school? Yeah.
In the same place where Steph had 5 points at yesterday.
He was in Memphis?
Like, he didn't have 5 points there yesterday.
He had 0. Well, he had 2. Oh, imagine LeBron would have had 2 points.
Ooh.
Wow, you saw Draymond had a 0-0-0.
Wig, Nick.
So did Steph.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
All right, yeah, come on.
All right, we're going to get up out of here. All right, so obviously I had no words. Tennessee, get
Cap it up
tomorrow versus Ohio State. Let's get to the playoff. Y'all be playing in the Rose Bowl, unfortunately against Oregon, but we can try to shock the world. Go get the dub. Go to the horseshoe. Get that W tomorrow. Let's be singing on Rocky Top all the way through the new year.
Singing during Rocky Top. Crazy.
I know I will.
All right,
Nick.
And by the way, congratulations to all those who were nominated for Basketball Hall of Fame this year.
Getting head on tequila night is crazy too.
Mark,
You ain't lying.
Huh?
okay, got final words for the Bills.
Listen, our last 3 games, we got the Patriots twice and Jets. Fam,
God must be
fam, let's just win these last 3 games and sweep this division. Who at the beginning of the year? I'll get into that next week.
By the way, Lay, Nessa's a Dolphins fan, so you say you want the Dolphins. You saying let's go Niners. Nessa says she's the Miami Miracle. Nick Freeze, any final words for the Raiders?
Next.
All right.
Or the words of Shador Sanders, God is good.
So
shout out to the squirters.
Shout out to the thick ones.
The thick squirters?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mac and cheese.
So let's find out. So we are Notre Dame's winning this.
And the face painters.
Let's make final prediction. Final.
You said fake Spanish?
Fake Spanish.
No, I said the face painters.
Oh,
so the face paintees.
So real quick.
Paintees, there we go.
Final picks for the playoffs. Mark.
Shout out to the canvases.
I got SMU. Fuck it.
Nick, Penn State, SMU.
I got Penn State.
Got it. Shout out to those that make thick one squirt.
He like Logic also. I got SMU. Texas, Clemson.
Who said logical to make them squirt?
Wait. There's no fucking way this nigga just said that. Go ahead, Mark. This nigga's a sicko.
I'm going against the grain, dog. Give me
Pause.
Give me Clemson.
Nick.
Texas.
Texas. And you already know who I'm picking the last game. But who y'all picking?
Fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Georgia all day, bro. Let's go Tennessee, man. Get that dub, man.
Nick.
Bella said Squirtle.
A turtle that squirts.
A turtle that squirts? John, what?
Wait, what do they call a turtle shell?
Ninja power?
A nigga power?
I said ninja power.
Wait.
Yo, why always at the end of the show y'all start going crazy?
Whoa! They got a touchdown, but it's dumb. I think it's too much.
John, who gives a shit about they goddamn touchdown? This shit is over.
Somebody might be losing. Somebody be losing a parlay. Tennessee. Y'all know what to do. All right, we gonna get up out of here. Thank everybody.
Get some Rocky Top.
By the way, shout out again to my man KC having me on. My man KC Sports.
Hey, it's Rocky Top when you get head and use so much teeth.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, y'all stupid.
That shit is black.
Just remember, Rocky Top is where I'll always be. Home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. If a chick give me Rocky Top, I'm about to slap the fuck out of her.
Lay is funny. You see what she bought?
She says she's daydreaming of fogging up the Mike McDonald's glasses. That's crazy. Yo.
No, John. I know where you. I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm pretty sure I know the direction it's going. No.
Let me get up out of here. All right. Enjoy the college football playoffs. Enjoy the NFL football on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be back on Christmas Eve, Tuesday, to talk all football. Look ahead to look ahead to the NBA on Christmas, the NFL on Christmas, Thursday night football, all that. This has been another episode of Sports for You. Shout out to my man Abe from holyshhh podcast and Honest with Abe podcast for joining us earlier in the show. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel and follow holyshhh podcast and at Abe from BET on all social media. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick Freeze. That's
What it do?
and everyone with big Arios, good night. That's Nessa. That's
How you know?
I don't know. You just put it in the comments.
Oh,
That's Nessa, Bella, Sam, Kinsey. Well, no, Kinsey wasn't here. Everybody that was in the chat tonight, Caps. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Robert Wilkins to see you, bro. Everybody have a good night.